good evening, everybody, and welcome back. You take two to another episode of the Misfit Menagerie, or yes. Tonight we are doing episode 46 of Rime with the Frostmaiden, followed by a short break, followed by episode 2 of book 6 of... Was it book 6? I might get this screwed up. Book 5 of Candlekeep Mysteries, The Price of Beauty.
Just count the DMs.
DMs by Hank.
1, 2, 3,
Wait,
4, 5.
It is 6.
Yeah,
it's your fourth twice. Yeah, my bad. I know what I'm doing.
Tonight, Frostmaiden is the thrilling or tragic conclusion of what happens with the goddess Auril. And with that in mind, Helena, would you mind telling us what happened last time that got you all into this situation?
Yes, quite eventful was our last session. Altus had just gotten this cool bit of music from the Netheries. And of course, that created a hubbub, some light, smoke, something flew up into the air above the tower, the music hall in which we were. Tempest, Friedhelm, and Z had to come back in and we're like, what are you doing? You're making a bunch of noise. We're trying to avoid detection. And he's like, no, look at this cool music I just learned. Oh, wait, we gotta go. Let's go. Okay, so we all, we're like, okay, now we're really headed to the next tower. There it is, shrouded in mist. Very scary. Makes sense. So we enter the mist and we all start having really psychic attacks and it's really scary. We have to fight through that. We take some damage, but we're able to get inside. And it's a square room that has lit lights in the corners. We determine it is, in fact, the illusion tower. And beautifully written is, show thy face to the sky. And Friedhelm's like, I don't think so. Dispel magic. And then the message changes into basically the opposite, which is hide thyself behind a mask. So we were like feeling pretty proud of ourselves. So then we finally approached the final magical tower. And it's the enchantment tower with pink light in the top. And we enter and it's extremely creepy right away. There's all this writing on the walls. First it's in like wine, but then it turns into blood, as these things usually do. And it's talking about this person named Elvira, and they're really dull without play or something. So, creepy repeat messages, exactly what we want to see. So we head up to the top. Right before the door is the crown knows all, I think. Something about a crown, and we're like, will that come into play? Yes, it will, because as soon as we enter the room, there's a creepy old woman sitting in the middle, and she's wearing a crown of tentacles, and she sees us. She seems to respond to our presence, but doesn't do anything. She's just like, oh, they're changing the fire colors in here. Great. Oh, they tried to banish me, but I didn't go anywhere. So then we walk in, and Tempest is like, I'm going to get this crown off of her head. So her and Altus kind of carefully move the crown off of her head, but don't touch it. So it flops on the ground. We didn't warn anybody, but thankfully nobody else touched it. We fight about what we're going to do with it. Then Friedhelm's like, what's that out there? The fucking Frostmaiden? She's pacing, looking for us. Flick! He flicks the crown right at her. Crazily, it lands right on her head, as if she wanted it to. I mean, it was great luck. Of course, she stops for a second, just has to do a little snippy snap of the talons, and then the crown flies away into the distance. Who knows what havoc that will wreak in the future, but we don't care. We don't want it no more. Okay, so then we're like, okay, the secret in here is fourth, coax a secret from another. So now we have all the messages. Do they make sense together? Maybe. We'll figure it out. So we've got all of those. So then we're like, okay, we need to go make sure that we're rested and ready, because now we're going to take on the Mythalar. I think that's a thing we're going to take on, and then we're going to take down the lady herself. So we rest, we try to kind of talk about the clues and the plan, and then the next morning we're like, okay, we're ready. We transport to the weird tongue that's coming out of the main tower. That's like the entrance. We're like, boom, we're here. Ha ha ha, aren't we lucky? And then Auril is there to greet us. We take down her owl form. Didn't even really take that. It was like one round. She's gone. We're like, that was really too easy. No way is she done so. And of course she wasn't, because then now we behold her second form, the Ice Lady. Frick, I said it wrong. The Brittle Lady, aka Lady Ice Kiss my ass. So, and here we go, recapitated.
Yay!
Dun, 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 dun.
And that is where we left you, still in the midst of the battle, as she rose up from the top of the archway as you were all preparing to enter.
We need millionaire spotlights to where it goes da-da-da-da-da. Right after the recap.
Whoever's turn it is, it's just like spotlights them.
As she stands and looks down at all of you from the top of her perch, repeating, "Oh, so this is going to be fun." She reaches back behind herself, cracks off a piece of the ice that juts from this new body, and throws it at a wall where it explodes, releasing ice methods.
It was just one before.
True.
Excellent.
Is it now multiples?
It is
Mating
currently
season.
one, as it appears behind
As long as
all
it's not
of you.
birthing season.
And from there, we move back into the range as she turns to Otis. It is your turn.
She says it's my turn.
Yes.
Thank you,
Otis.
Brittle Lady.
It
You
is
are
your
so
turn.
sweet.
Which we will eventually get Otis on the D&D Beyond overlay and maybe a new token for him someday.
How far up is she?
She is about 10 feet above you, is at the top of that arch.
Okay. Is there room on the arch for me?
There is.
Okay. I would like to... I guess, let me see if I can get up there.
For all of your benefit, looking down at this, since we're looking at a flat map, you can see this whole area. It then raises up into that arch that connects to the central tower. So she's standing on top of that gap. Oh, that's totally my fault, Mark. I'm sorry. And Hank, could you reach above me and shift their camera a little bit over?
So, 30 feet of movement. Oh, actually, does my... 40 feet, because of my dance. So I should be able to get up there. I'm going to try and climb up next to her.
Okay.
Do I need to make a check or anything?
No, I mean, if you're
Okay.
just climbing.
All right, I'm going to get next to her. I'm going to attack her twice with my Shadow Blade. So... 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay. And an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm rolling on a phone right now, so it's a little slow.
Do you want dice?
It's okay.
Rollin', 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 rollin'.
I love that Limp Bizkit song.
I don't even know. I did not even know. Is it rollin' that they say?
Rolling.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't hear it. Now I hear it.
That's going to be a total of 41 points of damage.
Ooh.
Whew, okay.
And that's all force damage.
All
Or,
force
sorry,
damage.
psychic damage.
Okay. All right. That is that. Oh, right. That is what that is. From there, Otis, anything else on your turn?
I will... Nope, that's it. That's all for me.
All right. On the end of your turn, she is going to use a legendary action to make an attack against you
Okay.
out of anger.
Damn, those legendary
Can you
actions.
give me a reminder of initiative order? Where am I in comparison to him?
You are next.
Next.
So that is going to be a 16 to hit.
Nope.
All right. As she pulls a morning star out of one of the cracks of the ice and swings it just over your head. And Freedom, we're down to you.
Oh, right. I'm so nervous to use any spell slots for anything.
Well, I mean, if you're saving your spell slots for something, I think it's this one.
Maybe.
Well, he was counterspelling her last time, which
That's
was
what I'm
helping
saying.
a lot.
I'm saving my spell slots to like react to her is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. Okay, I thought you maybe were saving for some other battle.
Did you make an int save?
Her?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 15.
15? Alright, so she takes 5 psychic damage, and then, oops.
Let's see.
She subtracts 1d4 from her next saving throw.
Right. Now keep that in mind. Anything else for you?
No.
Z?
Z is gonna point at her and do a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Guide that bolt.
Oh God. Please be nice to me. Please.
Are we next to each other? Can I guess you?
Oh, I got a 19 anyway, so
Okay. That'll hit,
nice
yeah.
and close. And we're outcasting that, so that's 25 radiant damage.
Jeez.
And next attack has advantage on her.
All right. From there, we are down to Valin. And Valin is going to grab Kingsport and drag him away. Oh. Is it? Okay.
It turned out.
Drag Kingsport and drag him over here. And then we are down from that to Tempest.
All right, I'm gonna run up here as well. I'm gonna attack.
Where are you?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna attack twice recklessly. And that's gonna, oh god. 14 and 17 plus 7 is what? 25? 24.
Okay, 14 will not hit, 24 will.
Okay. And then... rough.
That was such a cool roll, too.
Okay, so that's gonna be 9 damage. And I'm gonna pull out my horn. I'm gonna blow it at her face. Not to where I get Otis, but just her.
Okay.
She makes a con save for that. She can make a dex save too for my lightning damage if you want to do them at the same time.
Can you do the lightning damage and the horn on the same turn? She's
Well, I
supposed
have
to do
haste.
bonus action.
I have haste.
Her con save was a 19.
Minus four?
Minus a d4.
Her con save is a 16.
Okay, so that makes it, but she will take half damage. Is she made of glass or crystal right now?
No.
Ice?
She's made of ice. Not glass or crystal.
Ice is not earth. We're not going to have this discussion. We're not getting into this.
Water is magma. That's all I'm saying.
It is not.
In which case, it's a stone. So,
Which is crystal.
So she takes 14 damage for the horn, and then whatever her dex save is, maybe a little bit.
Do I need to do that as well?
No, it's a cone, so if I just aim it at her, I should miss you.
and now we're going to need to make the check to see if the horn explodes.
I got a 9 is 0. 90?
Okay, it does
9.
not explode.
Okay, I think that's what that is. And then what was her dex save?
Her dex save is 21.
3 damage then.
And what kind is that?
That's the lightning.
Okay. You can see glowing anger beginning to light up her eyes as she looks down at both of you from a height of 10 feet. And we are on to Altus.
Okay. May I cast Guiding Bolt at her at 5th level?
Woo. Woo.
Okay.
Get it.
It was so close. I'm gonna spend a lucky. How many luckies do I have? I'm not burning this. Oh, I haven't used any. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Can I?
Altus.
Hold on. Let me mark that I used those. Can I use my what is it called?
War God's Blessing.
War God's Blessing to add 10. So that turns it to a 17, I want to say.
All
War
right.
God's Blessing works on any attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
17 will hit.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
I can't believe you used a luck point to get a 7. Poor man.
use 2. Can I borrow 7 d4?
D4.
Never gets old.
Mark.
That's the sound of so many guys.
Oh, also, I gave you the halved amount on that horn.
Great. Okay. Thank you. The D4s or D6s?
D6. I'm
Of
sorry.
course, go.
D6.
Oh.
So that's 24 damage.
Okay.
24 radiant damage. The next attack on her has advantage. And then because I still have haste, can I also draw the pistol and shoot it?
You have haste.
A pew!
So then, plus the dex mod. Well, that misses.
All right. At the end of your turn, she uses a second legendary action and shoots out another ice method.
Oh, I forgot about that. Beastie.
Well, I don't like how close that dude is to me.
And now it is Auril's turn, and she lifts her hands above her head, and you can see ice just forming out of the air as it sucks to her like a magnet, compressing into the shape of a diamond that builds and builds and
Is this a spell?
builds. No, until it is the size of a 5-foot by 5-foot gem hovering in the air next to her. And Tempest, I need you to make a charisma save.
Oh, charisma! My girl is all about the charisma. 13.
Hold on. Add a D4 to that.
13 plus 3, 16.
Tempest, you are sucked forcibly inside the gem.
I'm stuck now.
What?
You are stunned. You have total cover of attacks. And you take 18 cold damage.
Are we having that? For now.
All right. From there, we are down to Otis.
Does it look like I could attack the gem and free her?
I mean, it is a gem.
Okay. I will... I guess now's as good a time as any, huh? I will use my 2 sorcery points to quicken spell a Steel Wind Strike. So, choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each creature. On hit, the target takes 6d10 force damage. So it's the gem, the 2 methods, and her.
Okay.
Cool. What does that spell look like when you're casting it?
Some straight up anime shit.
I guess I'll infuse a gem in my sword with magic, and then it kind of the blade itself gets bigger, and then I just kind of swoop it around me.
Some anime shit.
It's a 22.
To hit all?
Yeah.
Okay, and it was actually my bad, the method's turn before we went to Otis. So
Well,
we'll
it's
do
too
your
late
damage
now.
and we'll take the method's
Okay.
turn.
Those methods are dead.
Oh, against each creature, sorry.
Okay.
So you can decide who gets that 22.
You can give it to the crystal, or you can give it to her. I mean,
I'll give it to
up
her.
to you, bud.
I'll give it to her.
Okay.
12 for the crystal.
Okay. Does not
16
hit.
for the Mephit.
Hits.
26 for the other Mephit.
Hits.
Well, fucking goddamn it! I wanted to hit that crystal.
What if you kill Tempest by attacking the crystal?
Well, that's what you gotta.
That's what we gotta
She'll
do.
never know.
Steel Wind Strike is 27 points of damage. Not as much as I'd hoped.
27.
Well, that's just enough to get us some methods exploding on us.
All right. So on its turn, this Mephit.
That was just my. Oh, but you're gonna take. Okay, that was just my bonus action.
Yes, and on this one, let's out. Can I please have both Z and Altus make dex saves?
No.
See,
You can choose to fail.
No, that's not what I said.
Nat 20. Awesome. Z?
Do you want Z or do you want Friedhelm?
No, Z.
Oh, okay.
21.
21? Okay. So both
That's
of you
something
succeed and are going to take half damage on this. So halved, the damage will be 4 points of cold damage between the two of you. And
Between
this
the
one-
two, so we split it, so it's 2 each, right?
Yeah, no. Not at all. All right, so that was that. And then you
Back to
killed
my turn?
all of the methods.
Okay.
So,
Bye bye, Mephies.
yeah, so they do explode.
Mephies, though.
They do explode.
Glass breaking sounds.
All right, so that's going to be...
All 3 of them are dead?
No, just the 2, because the second was summoned during their turn. So you'd have to select it as well.
Got you.
But you could do 5, so you could also...
Okay, I'll do that as well. So
Okay.
I'll just do... Do you want me to roll damage for each individual attack or 1 damage for all?
How does the spell written?
Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each creature.
Got it.
On hit, a target takes 60-10.
So
then
each of them will take it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Altus takes 17 cold damage from that method exploding.
Okay.
Sorry, piercing damage. And that was from... Go ahead and roll the damage in case you didn't actually kill them. I'm sorry. I jumped myself
So
here.
1 was the 22, right?
Which you used
and
on the Frostmaiden? Or?
yeah, and then 18, and then 35 and 35.
Okay, how are you divvying them up?
I guess I already used the 1 for the Frostmaiden, so then 18 to this one, and then 35 to those 2.
Okay, so 18. Actually, Altus, you don't have to make that. That is still standing. And then Friedhelm, that is going to be 12 damage and 15 damage, both piercing.
piercing?
Yeah, 27 damage total.
They both hit me?
Well, they both explode. Oh, you get to make a save. I'm losing my brain tonight. I am so sorry. I'm like, can you please make a dex save for me? Too much on the board, guys. Too much on the board.
Well, one is a 4
Okay, so that doesn't make it. So
and a 19.
that does make it. So take 12 and 7 damage.
That's piercing specifically?
Mhm.
Sure it's not cold.
I'm sure it is piercing.
So 12 and 7, that's 19?
Yes.
Yeah.
And both of these are off the board.
Indeed.
All right, so from...
And then I'd like to take my action.
Go right ahead.
And then I'm going to make 2 attacks against the Frostmaiden.
Okay.
With your Shadow Blade. With my Shadow Blade. 18, 28 critical hit.
Hey, hey!
Those will both hit.
Okay.
Damn.
Don't forget our super good crit roll.
Suck it, lady.
Okay, so first non-crit hit is a 7.
Okay.
Second crit hit is total damage, right? So 24 plus the roll, so 10, 34 points of damage.
41.
Hurts so much.
Okay.
Which
With
kind of sucks.
that-
That's all
40.
psychic damage, right?
Yep, all psychic damage.
Okay, she again shatters as ice gets flung in every direction and falls to the ground as her form melts into a puddle of slush. Tempest, you are freed as the crystal shatters around you. The whole area reverberating with that crystal sound of glass breaking. And now, Altus, what was that deck save? The nat 20. And that is going to be 9 piercing damage to you as the Mephit explodes with its mistress.
No way! I missed the killing blow!
Well, I mean, it's odd that she had a second form altogether, so, I mean, we should be in the clear now, right?
Oh, well, I don't know particularly about that. Maybe we should run before the third one shows?
We've been doing pretty
what
good.
are the chances of her coming back from the dead twice?
Where are we gonna go?
We could try the spell at the tower.
You mean here?
Oh, I suppose it is here, isn't it? Sorry, just so many things going on.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of. That was
Is there any chance I could... He comes forward with the spell book. Is there any chance I could get that spell?
No.
As the water slides down the edge of the archway, coalescing into a puddle.
As I see that, I go, Verlin, get Kingsport out of here!
Forming into what appears to be a single crystal of ice.
So pretty.
I aimed the gun at it.
And you all hear inside your minds, all right, enough now. And we are down
I shoot.
from Otis to Friedhelm.
This one's just a single crystal.
Try the horn again. Unless it's an ice thing again. But
Apparently, things that destroy stone walls don't affect ice at all, so whatever.
okay. Not that you're bitter about it or anything.
I'm not bitter. God damn it.
Oh, fuck. I needed to add my modifier to all that damage, so it would have been more.
You killed her regardless.
so. Is she ice?
But I wanted to kill it harder. It's so much harder.
What is she made
Is
of?
she dead or dead?
Is she dead or
It
dead?
appears to be a large crystal ice structure.
So ice
Is
or
it-
crystal?
Does a 21 hit her?
Oh no.
The 21 does hit.
Alright, that will be 28 fire damage as I lug a chromatic orb at the crystal.
Okay.
How does it look like she does, or it does with fire damage?
Hits.
Does it seem like it takes full, or?
It seems like it takes
Don't
full.
know? Okay.
Yeah, it definitely seems to affect it. You see the crystal kind of shake and rock in its place, but stays aloft.
And then I call out at it, just so you know, I'm an atheist!
No.
And anything else, Otis?
You mean
Friedhelm?
No.
Sorry, I looked at the name Otis and then said you Z.
Okay. Okay. We're going to. It's that little blue thing.
Yes.
It's so
small.
tiny.
Well, medium.
You'd think it would be like a gargantuan.
Right, like gigantic.
She got large last time.
Yeah.
But
She gets so small we can't hit her. Then we have a problem.
That would be an issue, yes.
She makes her way up one of our butts and expands.
Oh no, not our butts.
not Ant-Man.
The Ant-Man defense.
Okay, Z is gonna like clap his hands like he's gonna do a shatter.
Okay.
So can I get a Constitution saving throw?
Shatter.
24.
Balls. Okay. Just gonna take half damage. That was horrible.
Just give me the total.
5. You're gonna take 5.
That's halved?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 total? Okay.
She might be falling.
And as you do that, you see the sphere turn towards you.
Can I move?
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
as a ray of cold comes shooting out of it, dealing 13 damage to you.
Ray of cold or
Polar
a
ray.
spell? Is it a spell?
It is not. It is a ranged weapon attack.
From Shepard.
So you
Thanks,
said
Shepard.
13?
13 cold damage. All right. Anything else, Z?
I'm gonna move back like 10 feet towards this way.
Just 10 feet?
Let's make it 15.
Okay. 15.
That's it.
Oh, wizards are getting inspiration.
This is round 4, right?
This is, I'm not entirely sure. Volin is up, and she will take Kingsport and use the full dash action to get off the map.
Thanks.
Tempest, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down right next to her. I'm gonna attack twice recklessly. Wow, you sons of bitches! After I care for you and love you. Okay, 6 plus 7, 13, and then 16 plus 7 is 23. So, what did I say? 13 and 23.
13 and 23. 13 will not hit, 23 will.
Okay. So that's gonna be what?
Jesus.
9 damage. Then she can make another con throw because I'm blowing the horn at her again.
Okay.
I'd just like to point out,
Save.
universe, if you guys don't stop, Tempest and Kalina are going to fuse and she's going to flip this table.
19.
I'm gonna chew the dice. I'm just like
19.
19. Okay, she makes that. Is she made of glass or crystal now?
What kind of damage does it do?
It just does extra. So I do
But it does
5d6 or I do
does thunder.
10d6. Oh,
It's thunder damage.
okay.
So she is still made of ice.
Okay. So 5d6. We're going to have that. And then she can also make a dex save.
And you do not have to have it.
10, 14.
For me?
It's from Mud Shovel because he's a jerk.
Thanks, Mudshell. I was feeling real ganged up on. Okay, what was the total
So
there?
9 from the horn.
Did you have that?
Yeah, that's
You
the
don't
half.
have to have it.
But she made the save.
She made the save, but she is vulnerable to thunder.
Okay.
Because he's
So then what I said 14.
Okay.
So then 28. And then the dex save as well.
Every time Tempest blows the horn.
And the
it goes,
dex save is a 12,
And that.
and she is going to choose to succeed on that.
Okay. So she takes 1 thunder damage from that.
Or she'll
Oh, wait.
just give you
Actually, if you want me to
22.
wait to see if the horn explodes
That's
on me, we can do that too. 49.
Okay, you're still good. All right, so with that then, we are down from Tempest to Altus.
And then we are going to give this to you because Shepard ran out of points before he could give you inspiration.
Okay. So after seeing, oh no, I don't want to hurt Tempest.
What is pain?
I mean, she will understand. It's okay. And I'm resistant to a lot right now, so.
Tempest, how are you with fire? I say as I'm clutching my necklace.
I love fire. Rain it.
Okay. I'm gonna rip a bead off of my necklace and throw it at her and cast fireball with it.
Okay, so you need a dex save.
I believe so. I don't have fireball.
Dex save.
Is a natural 20 for the dex save.
Of course.
Yes, so go ahead and give me
Can I
what the
use
damage is
my
going
inspiration, like a bardic inspiration, and deduct my d4 from that d20?
to be.
That's
You
vicious
can.
mockery, isn't it?
It's a little-
Oh
just a
no,
little
your inspiration
harsh.
from the dice? I mean,
Yeah,
we haven't
I'll
said
allow
no.
Ah.
I'm down.
This is not a precedence. I'm just allowing it for this specific
I'm
situation.
down for it.
18.
Okay, so 18.
Still.
It was a
saves.
21 total, so 19.
Okay, so it still saves.
Okay.
Was worth it for fun. How much dice do I roll?
8d6.
8d6.
And then I'm going to
I
throw.
got an 18, so I probably.
Can I
I'm
power
going to throw my arcane ward to protect you for 10.
Let's see. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
From the
Cool.
fire.
I'll roll.
Well, I'm gonna have it twice, so okay.
So I'm hoping that 10 will cover it then.
I would hope so too.
Hank, just look at that.
Is this when the dice are showing up for you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming to the party.
29.
Okay. 29 as it explodes. Tempest, could you make a dex save?
I
She
got
did.
an 18.
Got it. So,
That's half to
14.
14.
14, then half
Half
again
to
to 7.
All right. So
All
you get
right.
to keep some of my arcane ward.
Oh, and I don't even take any because
Is haste
Yep.
still active?
Yes.
yes. Go ahead.
Take no damage.
Is she going to do a legendary type thingy?
Yeah, but it's at the end of your turn.
The end of my turn. Okay. So in cool fashion, after I threw the fireball, I'm going to keep my arm flowing through and draw the gun and shoot.
Okay, go right ahead.
That dice is in jail. Fuck that dice.
Gunslinger?
Okay, 19 to hit.
Hits.
And then it was...
Is it the small pistol?
yeah, so it's
3d6
3d6.
plus 2.
Plus
Oh,
my dex,
plus
right?
3 dex.
Sorry, plus your dex.
9 total.
All right.
Pew pew. Every time somebody shoots a laser beam, I think of exploding kittens. Pew pew.
She uses her legendary action to intensify her aura as we see the frost on the ground grow thicker around her. And we are now at the beginning of Auril's turn. Tempest, take 10 cold damage.
5.
She has. Auril is going to move here.
Attack of opportunity?
Yep.
You can do it, girl.
9 plus 7 is...
16.
Why can't I do math? 16.
Does not
Or
hit.
it's 8 now, so sorry, it's 17.
Does not hit. So she moves away from you too swiftly as she moves between all of these. And then she begins to emanate light as you see snow, instead of being sucked in as it was in the last form, begin to spray out of the crystal itself as it begins to whirl around, and her entire form is obscured by a blizzard. All of you within this space, it is now heavily obscured, so attacks against her are at disadvantage. And
Heard that.
that being the end of her turn, Otis, Anzi, and Altus, you all take 10 cold damage.
I'm resisting.
Well, Otis is also up. Does that matter?
It'll still hit him here. All right. From there, we are down to Friedhelm.
Doesn't
Otis?
go?
From there, we are down to Otis. I keep looking at the wrong spot on my paper.
That's fine.
I can still see her, but they're disadvantage. Any attacks against her?
So, essentially, it is blinded.
Okay. I'm going to then throw a... I'm going to throw a fireball at 4th level.
Level.
Sorry, what?
To maybe only get her.
Where are you placing it? That would hit all three of them.
Way up in the air, so it only hits her.
She
So
is,
that the curvature of that sphere
Just
only hits her.
I don't know if there's a placement
15
that would do
feet
that.
up in the air, right above her head.
I mean, how far up is it?
It's literally just
Okay.
Yeah? Alright. I need a dex save for mine.
I'm going to need, just give me a straight d20 roll.
I can do that for sure.
You have your inspiration.
How do I do this? How do I do this? Roll d20. That is an 18.
Okay, cool. So she will make that dex save.
Okay.
And pass it.
And that is an 18.
18 is, I think, exactly what you need. Oh, no, I'm at 16. So yeah,
Are we
she
still
makes it.
allowing us to reduce saves using our inspiration?
Yeah, we did it once.
It's already cool too. I know.
3.
So that's
Okay.
15.
15.
Does not make it.
And she will choose to succeed.
Okay. That's 2.
She used it.
Wow. She chooses these things.
She has them.
That is 36 points of fire damage.
After it's halved?
Hmm?
After it's halved?
Not after it's halved.
Okay.
Well, yeah, sure, after it's halved.
Yeah.
For sure. So 18.
It's totally possible for 86 to do 72 damage.
All right. Friedhelm, anything else on your turn?
That's
Otis?
I'm just going to keep doing it. Otis, anything else on your turn?
I don't think so. No, I'm done.
All right. Does a 23 hit?
Who?
You?
Yes.
19 cold damage.
I have that.
All right. And that will bring us down to Friedhelm for realsies. What are you going to do, Otis?
I'm going to summon Bigby's hand. And then I'm going to summon it in such a way where it pushes her back to Tempest. Away
Okay.
from the rest of the group.
So we're going to need a roll for that again because you cannot see her.
Oh.
Because of her ice storm.
Yeah. Everything that's within this cube, including all of your friends, are obscured entirely. It's just a big
There's just
bubble
no
of ice
attack
storm.
roll inherent. That's why I'm confused.
So we can
But
make
aiming it.
So we can make a straight D20 roll again.
Doesn't
that's
need
what
to
I did
attack
for
to
placing
push,
the-
though?
Yeah.
It makes a content strength check, athletics, on the target.
So go ahead and roll the D20 to be able to. That's what I did with the fireball. Was like if it's above whatever.
14. Do I add my intelligence at least?
Did you just do it straight?
Mhm.
It's just straight. Yeah.
So
So-
14.
You can add inspiration dice.
No, I used it on my last thing.
Okay.
Here's mine.
Didn't you use that?
Yeah, just give me
Okay, so that is not going to be able to find her within the storm.
Well, I guess that's all I can do then.
Okay, that'll bring us down to Z.
But the hand would persist.
Yes.
No.
Z, you're up.
Yeah, hold on, sorry.
What?
It's fun.
What?
We're
I kinda
engaged
fly.
in combat in the room. V fly.
I don't like flies. Okay, so she didn't move at all?
She has not. It has not been her turn yet.
Okay. Pew pew.
The hand's that big?
It's a large. That's why I figured that it would be able to just go and just grab anything in that area.
I set the DC at 15. That's.
So we can't see her at all.
No, it's like being blinded.
Yeah. So we have the condition of blinded.
Okay. That takes that out.
I'm after you, right, Z?
Yeah.
You can still make ranged attacks with disadvantage. But
Ranged attacks. We're gonna try. Can I attempt to catch her in the radius of something?
that's what Mark did earlier, yeah.
Okay. So centered on that. Or actually, like, it's a 10-foot radius, so like behind her or to the right of her.
Okay, so roll a straight d20 with nothing added.
Something good. Something good.
19.
That's good.
That's
Okay.
like the fourth 19.
Okay,
Jesus.
so that will be able to catch her in the radius.
Okay, Constitution saving throw, please.
That is an 18.
Okay. That makes it, but I'm upcasting, so. Actually, can I lower that 18?
Yeah.
So that's a 15, which doesn't make it.
And now it is a 19. Thanks, Mud Shovel.
Another one?
You have two?
Yeah.
Dueling
Go ahead. Whose is this? I think
That's
it's
mine.
Yours? Okay.
That's a 16, which meets the DC. Fine.
That's a good idea.
Fine.
Great idea.
Okay. 26, and I'm making it. It's thunder damage. 26 thunder damage. So half. So 13.
Okay, so 26. All right. She will
and
use another legendary action to intensify the aura once more as you
I think
feel the
Z's not
surround
done.
beginning to shake. Go
moving
ahead.
back 15 feet.
Okay.
Or it's 20 feet. Let's make it 20 feet.
10, 15. Sure, that's 20.
Sure.
Since I wasn't able to grab her, can I set up interposing hand just so that?
Sure. Okay. That will be now Valin, who is off the map, so we're down to Tempest.
Okay, I want to come around here. And when I enter this storm aura that she's got going on, does that change anything for me?
You have been inside it the whole time.
Oh, okay.
It's. I forget that you guys can't see this. It is very big. Let me.
Okay.
Let me turn on the thing so you can see it.
Just hit the dot dot
So
dot.
it's still gonna be
hit
right
C
there.
on the aura. There you
And
go.
Oh, Jesus.
Can Tempest see enough to get to?
I mean, we've been doing a D20 for everything else, so
Okay.
I'll do a D20 for this as well.
ooh, 3?
So you are not able to get within melee of her.
Okay.
Put you here. Well, actually, I'll let you can place yourself.
I would like to get to this side of her
To-
if I can. So
to
just the
the
other
other
side
side.
of her, yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna blow the horn then at her.
Is that safe?
So she has to make the save. I keep forgetting. But as long as I'm on this side of her, put it that way.
All right. So between her and babies. All right.
I think
whistle.
it would be a big glowing thing.
I think it's just there's so much swirling stuff. Because I was thinking fairy fire, but if it's swirling around.
And that is a con save, correct?
Yeah.
23.
Oh my god, Mud Shovel.
And then
Thank you.
I like your style.
Making it interesting.
Oh yes.
okay, so she takes 10, 11 of the damage that the horn
Thunder.
does. Thunder. Yeah, thank you. And the rest of
Thunder,
it is
thunder.
83.
Okay.
Okay, and then
And with that, all of a sudden, the snow stops as if in place and all just slides to the ground as you see the crystal stick into the earth itself and crack and shatter. And the light that was brightly shining within the crystal shrinks into just a sparkle as it shoots out and above and through the ice. And you have defeated the Frost.
That wasn't even my final form.
have Bigby's hand fly over to me. We high five.
As you all
I
stand
tackle
here,
Altus.
the temperature suddenly becomes as comfortable as it can
Wow.
within a glacier, as all of that frost on the ground begins to melt into slush. And above you, from the roof of this glacial chamber itself, begins to lightly rain.
Dropping haste, just so everyone's aware. You guys can't move for 1 round.
Okay,
Okay.
well,
You
I've
can't
already
do anything
tackled
for
all
1 round. I'm
this.
just saying.
And you are out of
Haste.
combat.
I'm going to be embracing Tempest for a moment.
I move Bigby's hands over me so that the rain doesn't get on my robes.
As Tempest had tackled Altus onto the ground, roll for attack now.
This
This
is
was a friend attack.
the first time he's like seen rain here, because it's always been snowy.
Well, it's still ice melting though.
It's but he's not like.
Well, hopefully not.
And
it's the first time
we've seen
it's
that.
been like a warm climate though.
Oh yeah, because the temperature changed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
like-
cool.
No, we saw rain at the cabin
Oh yeah, from the summer star.
Yeah.
because it warmly rained while we were
That's
there.
right.
I can't believe.
Well, shall we go and
Yes,
unheated
let's
into the
immediately
tower?
go run into a new dangerous situation. We should definitely do that as I sit down.
Anyone else who's not winded by that battle want to go and follow me?
I just magically winded. I'll be ready in a second.
All right, I'll wait there.
Please give us a moment.
Valin comes walking back over with an arm around Kingsport as she'd gotten him away from the danger that you had all faced. I want to congratulate you. I wasn't really sure if any of us are going to make it out of that. But if I saw what I think I saw, her spark still lives.
So she could potentially come back.
I don't think anytime soon.
She'll probably be
Altus,
really mad.
as our you believe in gods. How long should she be down for, given religious theory?
Quite a while. Her as long as there are people who worship her, and unfortunately there will always be with every deity. But she'll be nursing her wounds for quite some time. She does not have the followers anymore, as she has turned her back on many.
We gotta go to her fortress.
Altus,
We
give
should
me
be raided before she comes back.
a religion check.
I don't know, my modifier for that is.
Hopefully it's decent.
It's decent. 22, I want to say.
Okay.
Oh wow! I
Um,
thought for sure you were going to fail that roll.
it would take her until the next winter solstice to be able to
Okay.
regain any sort of physical form on the material plane.
As I'm laying with an
Wasn't
arm
Winter
around
Solstice
her,
recent?
I put an arm straight in the air. Oh, how silly of me. Until the next winter solstice, at least.
There is a cutscene where within Auril's fortress, as several of her cultists are doing their daily rituals and their daily chores, casting spells to keep the floors icy, complete and slippery, one brings a hand back, goes to cast Ray of Frost, and nothing happens,
Bitches.
as the power from their god is now removed. As you all stand in the now light rain of the increased temperatures within the glacier itself, what are you doing at the foot of the spire of Iriolarthas?
Do I feel any change in my cold tolerance?
It is gone.
Okay. I'm a little cold then. Well, I guess the temperature's not as cold as it has been, but okay. Okay, I want to play Chain Lightning. Let's do it. You got the rules, right?
Do we think it's safe?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we still have the Demi-Lich to contend with.
Maybe he wants to play.
Seems like he doesn't really care about us, or else he would.
To be honest, if he was going to try and kill us, you'd think right now would be the perfect time.
We took out his enemy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and
If you
chain
all,
lightning sounds fun.
if you all want to go play Chain Lightning, I know the poem, so I can get into it myself.
That's not happening.
Sure.
Get into what? Oh, the
tower.
Mythalar thing? Oh, okay.
Yes, I will remind you that Otis is associated with the wizard Avarice, who would have easily killed all of us if they had not been killed by the Frostmaiden.
I mean,
I don't know if I would say easily.
Well, trying to create an emotional vibe.
I think you meant it would be easy for him to choose to kill us.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I'm going into the tower if you all want to come and join.
You're definitely not going in the tower alone. Valin has free reign to that as a senior member of the Brotherhood.
Well, seeing as I've taken over for my own team, perhaps I am now a senior member.
Oh, well, I would love to see the bylaws that give you that statement of truth.
Bylaws.
Altus
I'll walk towards the tower.
Boys, no need to fight over me. And
As
she,
I go to move Bigby's hand.
Valin steps forward up to the gates of the tower herself, Canesport in tow behind her, now seemingly attached to her at the hip after having saved his life. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm watching Otis because I don't trust him. I think he's going to betray us as soon as he can.
I think, if I might be so bold, and since seniority has not been officially proclaimed, that perhaps a neutral party should be the first to enter and perform the ritual.
I'm all right with that.
Tempest? Z? Shall we?
As long as we play Chain Lightning after.
Oh, we're playing some Chain Lightning and you're going down.
I'm just laughing.
How many players do we need to play Chain Lightning?
I will have to double check on that.
Okay. I wonder if Friedhelm will just be like, we don't even have enough players.
We are an odd number, that's true.
No, we have one.
Oh, that's right.
And Kingsport.
He makes it out again.
Valin and I could raise up a few other extra teammates too.
Me as well.
Just pat you on the
According to this, there is not a minimum amount. I think you just need enough to have 2 teams, so preferably even teams.
Nice.
I can totally see Valin being like, yes, let's play a children's game.
And she gets really into it. Like, she's super competitive.
Altus is gonna get really into it until Tempest lays him out. He's gonna be like, oh yeah.
You should be on Tempest's team. Let's be clear. Friedhelm is going for Tempest's team.
Okay. What are you doing at the gate as you see the shimmering barrier of magical energy before you?
Well, I believe the plan was to have Tempest open the door using stanza. Yes?
Sure.
We argued about it at great length.
Stanza?
Yes, the poem?
Like I read it
No, you do what's in it.
right in front of the door. I just
Yes.
do those things.
Does
Okay.
anyone have it recorded? I guess Friedhelm would have it recorded, but
I just don't have it in order here, so let's just try to find first again.
didn't you take notes?
Hold a wand crafted from the nether oak over your heart.
Altus?
Mhm.
Oh, I believe we gave you everything.
No, I have it.
Because I gave her the vial of poison. So.
Yeah, I have it in the bag of holding. You're doing it?
Well, I can.
Okay. So, is she doing all of it?
Yeah.
So how is she doing all of it?
I believe
we had discussed that last time.
we talked about each individually doing something.
Yeah,
And then if that didn't work, then one person.
because she can't produce flame in her hand.
No, but we said we could do that non-magically. We could literally just put oil in her hand and light it on fire. Like, we had decided to have one person do it, and then if that didn't work, then have multiple people do it.
I thought we had said no.
And I thought it was reversed, but either way, it doesn't really matter.
Whatever. And
Well, let's
Tempest-
try it all of us because that's more fun. So
Okay.
I can do the wand with the thing. I can do that part. So
All right, I'll give you the
I'll
wand.
do that. magic.
Who's producing flame? Who's sharing a secret?
Freedom?
I have none.
I was a midwinter child.
What?
I don't think I am anymore, but I was, and that's a secret, so.
Coax a secret from another.
That's what you guys were just trying to do. Coax a secret from
Well, then
somebody.
was that
As each of the things are performed, from the time when Tempest placed the wand to her heart, a sigil on the arch lit up.
Cool.
Sweet.
Produced flame lit up. Secret lit up.
Is that the right order?
Share a secret, so now we need to coax a secret from another.
I thought we had to extinguish the flame with ice with higher up.
It was Coax's secret?
Yeah. From someone.
Tempest, raise your axe to me?
What?
Coax a secret from another? I
Threaten him is what he's asking you to
Oh. Altus, please share a secret with us.
I'm a member of the Harpies.
Harpers.
Harpers.
Harpists.
Sigil alights,
Ooh.
and Vlyn looks you up and down.
The company you wish to.
I grabbed some snow and put it on your hand to extinguish the flame.
Sigil lights up.
I changed my face.
Sigil lights up.
Nice.
Slurp back that poison.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, shit.
It was
Okay.
ashes.
I have that.
Yeah.
I will pour ashes in a circle around you, right? Around
Yes.
Tempest?
Just says Tracy Circle.
Okay.
Okay. As Friedhelm completes the circle, a sigil lights up.
Now is it poison time?
Mhm.
Okay.
You have to stand in the circle now.
I'm standing in the circle.
Okay.
I'm
It's
standing.
a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
But I want to be poisoned, right? Or-
It just says consume.
Yeah, go ahead and make the save.
No. Got a 2. So
Alright, so
down.
that's 3d6 poison damage. Oh, shit.
12 plus 4.
16.
Let me use this to reduce the damage of that. Okay, well, 12. I gotta put that in.
12 poison damage. And as you
Ugh.
feel that burning down
Yeah,
your
you have
throat
poison
from the poison,
condition.
and it takes over your senses with sickness, the last sigil alights, and with a force field guarding this gateway shimmers out of existence.
I'm glad that worked.
As it starts to happen, I cast Cure Wounds on Tempest at 2nd level. Yeah, 2nd level.
Does that get rid of the poisoned thing, or
No, but lesser restoration would.
Yeah.
maybe? Can
That's 15 health back.
I go?
And then I'll see if I still have.
Oh, it's
Oh, I
just
still-
a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Hopefully that'll be okay. I'm sorry, what was it again?
15 HP back to you.
Thank you.
I still have slots for a lesser restoration.
Okay. What are you all doing?
Well, we got the door open.
Would that take longer than 10 minutes?
It would have altogether.
I walk in.
Yeah, I follow when I enter.
As soon as you enter through the gates, your body feels weightless, and it begins to move you along the spire as it levitates you.
Oh, like up this thing?
Yes. As it
Steal it.
levitates you up until you reach the base of a staircase
Start doing flips as I'm floating.
where it sets you down at the bottom of the steps.
I'm making sure to stay between Valin and Otis so that he is not behind us at any
In
time.
case he tries to knock you out on the way.
I don't have much magic left, but I have some.
Man, the Netheries are so weak they can't even walk up a couple of flights of stairs. They gotta float themselves up here.
Well, really think about the wizards you've met. Do you see them climbing a lot of stairs?
Sure don't.
All right.
I will say that I killed 2 of the Frostmaiden swarms with my sword. So
That was impressive. I don't see many casters getting up close and personal.
Now we find out if the Roll20 has been appropriately set up.
dynamic lighting.
There is no map.
Yay!
You see darkness.
Try to remember the truth. There is no map.
How long
Are
does
we in a
poison
dark
last?
room?
How long does your poison last?
It didn't say on your roll 20, so I don't know.
Or play that?
Maybe after we, or before we rest, if you pick out a restoration, we can do that later.
Okay.
A restoration.
I drew a line, but it's not revealed.
I drew a line.
Okay, apologies, y'all. We thought that this was already set up.
Was it yellow?
It was all yellow.
It was all yellow. No? Okay.
Did we take a rest before? No? Okay. So we're just seeing spells. Got it. Just wanted to make sure.
Well, I mean, I did say we should rest before we go into town.
All right.
But
We did.
There is what is revealed.
woof.
Based on your
boy.
Oh my god.
This looks like it's
is
gonna
a
be a
lot.
big place.
This is it.
Are we back in the
Whole
caves
dungeon.
of hunger, or
This
You-
doesn't seem nearly as big as the Cave of Hunger.
Welcome to the spire of Iriolarthas. Near the apex of the strut, the ceiling of the tunnel gives way to a landing that offers a view of the citadel's uppermost reaches. Light from a high window illuminates a set of steps that ascend to a pair of mahogany doors in the tower's face.
Valin,
Yes.
we need to do this, right?
It's what I came for.
I wonder if we should renegotiate the terms of our help.
I mean,
Well, killing the Frostmaiden might have stopped the winter, so you all might be
We-
finished with your quest.
kill her.
Well, for a year at
Jesus.
least.
I don't know the full capabilities of a Mythalar, but if I had to hesitate a guess, if you want to remove a god from existence, that would likely be a good first step.
And if nothing else, I mean, Valin did, through myself at the very least, assist you with your mission. Is it not then prudent to help her finish her?
No, Valin makes a good point. This will indeed help keep Auril at bay.
I'm gonna go listen at the door.
All right.
I'm just grumpy. We are playing chain lightning.
Is anybody walking forward with C?
I will.
Oh, I'll walk forward as well.
I'll let you control the characters there.
Make sure I can control. Yep.
As you reach the door, all of you hear in your minds a voice say, "Please exit the area immediately."
Is it a voice we've heard before?
It sounds nearly robotic, and then repeats as you stand, "Please exit the area immediately.
But we did the things.
Further intrusion will be considered aggressive action."
I open that door.
Tempest, as you go to open the door, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. That's not too bad. Whiz 16.
You feel this compelling shift that tells you to turn and leave, but you're able to shake it off.
I don't get it. Why does it want us to leave?
Z, make a wisdom save.
I'm gonna get advantage on this. So I'm gonna roll my d20 first and hope for number 1. 15, so... That's an 11.
Z, something in you says, leave now.
I'm gonna turn around, nod my head at everyone, and say, "Okay, bye."
What? No, wait. Grab you.
Z? And then as I see Tempest shaking something off, can I do lesser restoration for the poison?
Yeah.
Being scared that we're now going to be getting into more shenanigans.
Oh, thank you. Oh, there was a bad taste in the back of my mouth that I'd already forgotten about.
Okay, who is restraining Z?
I guess me. I'm trying to stop him from leaving.
Okay, so go ahead and roll contested strength because you are determined.
Okay. Ability check or saving throw?
Ability check.
I'm gonna
My heart's just not in it.
Z, it's fine, we're okay.
Well, plus your
Natural 20.
Z, you are able to break free of Tempest.
Okay, cool. Are we in initiative order, or we're just doing things?
Right now, we're just doing things.
Okay, Z turns invisible.
Turns what?
Invisible.
Oh.
And he's...
Okay, well, fine
Dips out,
then.
huh?
You what?
And you dip out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so
You pull
now...
Hugo.
Z is now Hugh gone.
that is not the end of it. As I need...
I'm so
I need a
close to
wisdom
the door
save
now. Yeah.
from Otis.
It'd be funny if we all fail, so we just
13. Yeah. Let's go play Chain Lightning.
All right,
do it.
Otis, as you are watching Z vanish, a searing pain creeps through your mind as you take 16 psychic damage, and we are now in initiative.
Oh, great.
initiative.
Ow!
We're in a stairwell.
It looks like there's something right there.
As this purple energy shot out of the window directly across from you.
I wish we had
I got
rested.
a 12.
Okay. A 12 for initiative.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, the rest of you.
21.
15,
18.
Otis, Friedhelm,
15.
Tempest,
21.
and Z.
5.
Oh, yay!
Good, he can't get very far.
All right.
I wish I'd had a
Altus.
counterspell left. It would have countered his invisibility.
It's not a spell.
So what are we?
It was an ability.
What was your initiative?
Oh,
Sorry.
18.
18. Thank you. I apologize. I had Auril still at 18.
I'm gonna guess.
The purple magic came out of that window slit in the wall that you were able to see as it attacked Otis. And again, in all of your minds, you hear, your actions have been considered aggressive. Prepare for termination.
When
Tempest, you're up.
Tempest tried the wall, was it locked? Or did she not get that far?
She didn't get that far
Okay.
before Z started struggling.
Kick in the door.
Okay. You are able to kick in the door. It is not locked, and the pressure just sends it flying open.
I just feel like if you're going to attack people, you should at least lock the door.
Do I see any persons, beings.
No, he said there was a slit in the wall.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh.
Oh, you could see the energy come out of the slit.
Oh,
with
I could even
Otis.
see it too? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, it's because it's right directly in front of you there. So chamber music washes over you as this door comes flying open. In contrast to the desolate frozen ruins outside, a dozen people mill around in here, dressed in flowing silk garments and holding colorful hand masks and feathered fans. Noble courtiers laughing and gossip as several servants move among them, offering sugared treats on silver platters.
I've grabbed the first person that is closest to me, so I walk to the first person.
First person is here, and as you go to grab them, your hand goes straight through.
Okay.
They continue their conversation, not reacting in the slightest to what you've done.
Weird. Okay, well, I guess I go to this door. I'm trying to get into this, wherever that person is.
Okay.
So let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay.
All right. And do you have, let me double check really quick here. If
That one might be locked.
it is not locked.
Okay,
You
cool.
are able to open it.
Kick that one open.
All right. And how much movement do you have left?
I've got
You have 15 left?
55
Oh.
if I take both movements. So let's go to 40 and see what I can see. What's that? 5, 10, 30,
There's a
40.
fork.
So there's 40. Okay, well then I'll continue going this way. 'Cause I'm trying to get to that person. I know there must be around this way somewhere.
Okay. There is a Hypnos Magan, like you'd seen before.
Okay, well, I can just get there. I don't know if I should use my rage or not. I'm not that upset. I'll just come up next to him.
Altus,
Hey man, let's not do this.
It turns to face you, face blank, and you hear once again in your mind, your actions have been considered aggressive. Please prepare for termination.
Oh man, he doesn't know Tempest.
You're the one that needs to do it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Altus, you're up.
Can I move up to? You said it's just a slit in the wall.
It's just a slit in the wall, and as the door is shoved open from Tempest, all of you can hear the music
Huh.
and see the party happening within.
I'd like to walk up to the slit and then just try to stab through it with my rapier.
Okay.
Does that count as flanking?
I'd say he has cover.
It does not count as flanking.
Okay. Are we sure?
Are we sure? It's not a close call.
So you know, Coulter, if you want to use these rules, he would have 3/4 cover, which is +5 to AC.
Thank you.
Oh, interesting.
If he wants to use them.
We just took down Frostmaiden.
What was that to hit?
That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, that'll still hit.
Woo.
With the +5, that will still hit. All right, how much damage?
That's going to be 5 damage, but I would like to use my War Priest ability to make a second attack.
Tempest, as the voice nearly continues to repeat on a loop with a slight pause between each of them, reiterating again and again that your actions have been deemed aggressive, all of a sudden they're cut off by a second as you see a jerk from Altus's stab. Go ahead and roll.
That one's a 26 to hit,
Hits.
and 11 more damage.
Okay.
Does it need to make concentration effects on its charm effect?
It does indeed.
Because
that's-
Z's going to be real mad.
Is a 7 as Z, you have made it halfway down the stairs and your mind is freed.
Z doesn't like it when people do that.
As the rapier goes in the second time and gets a little bit further, I shout, "Tempest!" I I'm trying here.
I mean, you're doing okay.
Aldous has a horror moment where it's like, am I stabbing terrorists?
We are down to Friedhelm.
Friedhelm, could the Hypnos make an intelligence saving throw, please?
That is a 14.
14? That does not pass.
Okay.
So he takes 8 psychic damage, and then it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of these.
Okay. It now has
As I cast Tasha's Mind Whip on it.
Tempest, you see it jerk again, first stabbed, and then its eyes kind of glaze for a moment as it begins to refocus on you. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
All right. You feel that same lashing out as this purple energy begins to weave into the air, but it seems that it's too distracted by being attacked on so many fronts, and it just dissolves before it can actually touch you. And we are down to Otis.
Well, I think this is probably going to be useful in this, what seems like giant place, so if you all trust me, I will cast a spell. That affects everybody. So if everyone's willing, I'm making a telepathic bond between all of us.
Okay, go
The
ahead.
first thought you get is like, well, of course I don't trust you.
So you forge a telepathic link among up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, psychically linking each creature to all the others for the duration. Creatures with intelligence of 2 or less aren't affected. Until the spell ends, the target can communicate telepathically through their bond, whether or not they have a common language. The communication is possible over any distance, though it can't extend to other planes of existence.
As soon as the spell takes effect, you all hear as one in a doubled voice that is now nearly unintelligible from the volume of it being repeated 10 times. Your actions have been considered aggressive. Prepare for termination.
That is horrible.
You're all gonna hear.
I'm surprised.
Z, I'm sorry. This is not me taking over. I'm apologizing to Z preemptively because I don't want Z to attack me for being in his head.
I'm surprised Otis meets the prerequisites for this spell.
Otis, anything else?
I'll use my... it's probably an action. Yeah, it's an action. I'll use my movement to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
As you do, moving into the room, 2 of the guests who are talking with each other, what appear to be a human man and a woman, both with masks over their faces, chatting, swirling cocktails, walk right through you and on to the other side. Anything in the room that you're doing?
I use my action, so
Okay.
Can't I make an investigation or anything, or perception?
We've done that as a bonus action in the
Okay.
past.
So I'll perceive the room to see just what's going on around me.
Did you say you perceive the room?
Okay. There is some sort of magical gathering happening.
That's interesting.
From Otis, we're down to Z.
Is that where I'm at right now?
Yes. Yeah, I know you were moving all the way over there, but because everything started immediately, I was saying that you only got that far. But you are still visible.
Yeah. So Z and I guess everyone's mind is just like death. He is going to go
I'm sorry?
into the room.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Is this a door? What is that?
This over here is a hallway.
Hallway.
And you see the party as well.
Do I see them like? I see them like walking through, or like. Do I know that it's an illusion? Basically.
You have, because everything happens within that 6-second span, you would have
everyone's
seen 2
talking.
people walk through Otis.
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna go walk down this hallway.
Are you using your double?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just say you went. That's your first movement. 5, 10, 15. He's here. If you want to reveal.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going the opposite direction?
Yep. Because I don't know Tempest went that way.
Okay.
$20.
Let the dice decide.
25, 30.
All right. That any of your turn, Z?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are back to the top of the round of Tempest.
I attack twice.
Okay. Just one little dude.
Dirty 20
Hits.
and 13.
Hits.
Oh, nice. 6, 7 plus 16 is...
Enough to kill it.
Thank you.
As you hear in your head,
So embarrassing.
your actions have been dreamed, and then they get cut off as it bursts into that blue flame that you've seen them dissolve into several times, and the robe it was wearing collapses onto the ground.
Thank
in that
God.
pile.
I got a hammer to retrieve.
All right, you are all out of initiative now. Z, the hallway is dark and seems to be made of a similar black marble type stone as the rest of the building. It's recognizable as hewn so smooth that it cannot be made by man, like you saw in the spire previously.
Oh, I'm gonna open that door.
Altus, the music is very familiar. Sorry, you were moving him and then I fucked it up. Opening that door?
Yep.
This appears to be an office. It contains a single table, a cabinet that seems to be disheveled, and a dresser with a chair behind the table. Everything within the room is in disarray and covered with ice.
Move on.
Z, we killed the creature.
Don't care.
I return to this area.
Where are you going, Tempest? You're going back
I
to
just
the main
return
room?
this up.
Something's here.
I'm assuming there's chairs. I'm going to sit down in a chair while Z goes on his vendetta quest.
Okay. As you sit down, the party continues around you with none of the people acknowledging any of you.
Is there anything that resembles a podium in the room?
There is a stage where the music appears to be coming from, but you do not see any instruments upon it.
Can I approach the stage and then take out the conductor's wand?
Why are you insane?
I'll slowly put my hand towards my sword. I'd rather you not do that.
I mean, what bad could really happen?
I mean, we almost died when you played it incorrectly.
I
Z,
just must know what's going to happen.
Well, let me get out of the room first.
the next chamber
I'm never going to get
mirrors
a break.
mirrors the first, with similar items as if it's uniform, and slightly different personal affects destroyed on the ground, all covered in ice.
Third one.
All right, the rest of you?
I'll link up with Z.
I'm hanging out with Altus.
Okay.
And you're at the podium. Oh, and what's
You're moving towards the stage, Altus?
Towards the stage. Tempest, this is it the music from the...
It is.
This is the music that Otis and I heard at the
Opera House.
opera house in the hall.
No, it's not bad.
I wonder if, because I kept the wand, I wonder if I can control the party.
I mean, what good would that do this? Everybody's incorporeal.
That's what I'm wondering. Do we then have spirits fighting on our side?
Ooh, that lich won't like that.
As you move up to the stage, one of the guests stops and turns to you as if seeing you for the first time, and then looks over. Oh, are you all visitors? A woman in a long golden gown with a mask of green and blue peacock feathers. It's always so nice to have fellows from the ground.
I'm going to use
Where are
prestidigitation.
you from?
I'm going to use prestidigitation to create a face mask now that there's status involved.
And I'm gonna shoot to Z. Z, we have interaction.
The person next to you on the couch turns to you, a jowly man with a large beard with the mutton chops coming down. Oh, well, quite in fashion this season.
Obviously.
He tips his mask at you and then resumes the conversation with the person next to him, chewing loudly on hors d'oeuvres as they pass. Opening the last door.
Oh, what are we looking for exactly here, Z?
Something to burn.
Oh. Guess that's makes sense.
In the last room is another table with a chair behind it, a dresser, and a cabinet. And unlike the other tables, on this one, there is a letter.
That all looks flammable.
I will walk up and look at the letter.
It is written in Loros,
As long as
the language of Yithrin.
Scat!
The orb that was sitting on the other side of the jowled man having a lovely conversation. Oh, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. You're an
Scat!
You won't mind. And then the man seems scandalized by the comment as Scant makes his way down the hallway.
I start talking in incomprehensible wizard with him.
Well, I've always found that Mordenkainen's ideas on Scant finds you at the end of the hallway.
I point
What
to
are you
it.
in such a hurry about? There's a lovely party happening with illusory creatures.
He might burn you, so maybe just do his
No.
thing.
I point, then remember that I'm invisible. Like, can you read
you're
this letter?
invisible. I can't.
I didn't
Okay.
realize you were still invisible.
So then I
Well,
don't.
but he
I'm
was
not even
stomping
there.
around. I think
Yeah,
it was pretty
no, you
easy
guys
to find
know,
out
like,
where he is.
You like I open the door, you guys know where I'm at. Like, I'm not trying to hide, but I'm keeping the invisibility up because fuck that shit.
It appears to detail the acquisition of an artifact, if I'm reading this correctly, dating back to the Empire of Astoria. It's a rune-carved stone spindle who has an unknown purpose. The writer notes that it has been moved to the Citadel's stasis chamber for further study.
Okay.
Is that all?
Do you want there to be more?
Not particularly.
All right.
And the orb, as soon as you say that, the orb immediately begins to float back out of the room and down the hallway.
I'm gonna pat Otis on the shoulder and say, "All right, let's move out."
I just feel like the complex matrices behind illusion magic are just inherently sloppy.
Matrices! Good man.
Z, if you're there anywhere, perhaps if I summon something for you to burn and take your ire out on, next time we encounter something nasty, maybe I could get a bit of your haste.
He wants that haste from
Oof.
shadow weapon.
I'll put my hand on your shoulder again. You don't have to summon anything. I'm fine.
All right. I understand the pull to want to destroy things, so anytime you need, well, I don't know, but I'm here.
I've just evolved into complaining about Otis. He's just so transactional. You know what I mean? Just transaction. If he's not gaining something, he won't do anything for anyone else.
Magic should be about the study.
Yes.
Betterment
The betterment of society. Yes, not just one's own power.
Hey, shut up! Aldous is gonna play something!
I go up to Altus and just whisper in his ear, blah, 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 blah.
I just looking at you.
I'm invisible still.
Well, then I just do it like this, and I look over.
I'll drop the invisible. But I'm doing this as I do it, and I distinctly look at it.
He's not paying attention.
I know. But I'm still like,
Friedhelm, he's making a gesture. I think he's mocking you.
Well, that's normal.
Does thaumaturgy work if I on other people?
I hate to break it to you, but if he's mocking me, he's clearly also mocking you.
Oh no, I'm not obnoxious.
As Friedhelm is talking, I'm
sure.
going to cast thaumaturgy and make his voice just.
Okay, so as Friedhelm is talking, he casts thaumaturgy on you, and your voice becomes magnified.
I immediately lower my voice.
I chuckle and I look at Z and.
You made it
And
louder,
since
though?
we're doing things just to screw with people, I'm going to dispel it with a minor effect. Because it's just a cantrip.
gonna use dispel. You're gonna use a spell slot.
No,
to
I'm
dispel.
just saying I'm going to dispel it because...
Cantrip.
How are you dispelling it?
Well, I'm saying thaumaturgy has to be used on a willing target, so...
No willing. All right.
I was not willing. That's why I'm saying I'm
Yes, if you're not
dispelling
willing.
it, yeah.
Tempest, several of the guests have come to gather around you. We're so sorry. We don't need to stare. We get your kind here so infrequently. It's very exciting. As it
Okay.
appears that most of them in the room appear to be humans or elves.
Who are all you people?
No.
Just like to point out that Tempest is human.
What?
You're a tiefling, but you're from human parents.
But she's still tiefling, right?
Well, we are the Council of Yevon.
But you're dead?
And they burst into laughter. But we're right before you.
But you don't have substance. And I
As you go to touch them, now that they've recognized your existence, you can
Oh,
touch them.
what?
Are any of them the necromancy guy?
No.
Okay. Because I have his skull still. What about the enchantress?
None of them appear to be wearing archmage robes.
Okay. So this is the Council of Yithrin, but not the, High Council of Yithrin. Because there's two.
It's a matter of bureaucracy, my man.
Well, I mean, isn't everything?
Z's gonna look around, see the mask, and then kind of tilt his face down, and then just grow some fur in his face. It looks like he has a mask on.
Okay.
So, you guys know that your city out there is in a glacier, right?
What do you mean?
What?
Ooh.
So I try to explain.
Maybe we shouldn't do that. I gotta get upset.
In a glacier?
How long have you all been up here having this soiree?
Oh, well, it just began a few hours ago. You have to begin these things at the proper time.
I'm gonna look at Z.
I don't know if it's what.
What year do you guys think it is? I guess.
What year? It is the 300th year since Yethrin became aloft.
And I know that is very long ago, right?
It's a different timekeeping system, but
Okay. But I would assume that they're talking about before they fell.
Professor Scant, what would that be if extrapolated to the current date?
roughly the day Yithrin fell.
No, but I mean, how many years since that?
10,000?
Oh. You look great, good sir.
Tempest, one of them beckons to you. Please come. As they
I go.
guide you to a window at the back of the ballroom that looks out over the city itself. And the face of the illusory figure blanches, seeing the ruin, the destruction, the cavernous ice, and she turns around to face the rest of the gathering. And as you all watch, the music fades. The decorations vanish. The food turns to dust and ash. And one by one, the people disappear. The ballroom lies in ruins, rimed with ice, its furniture jumbled and shattered. Above the floor where nobles danced, 3 glass cylinders with iron fittings slowly move through the air. Housed in each cylinder is a swollen human brain, floating in a bath of slimy, translucent goo.
Yes, Tempest, this is much improved.
And that is where we'll end tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us as they took down Auril. So great job, guys. I look forward to hearing in the comments, questions, and concerns all of the things that I could have done to make Auril stronger. And we will be taking a short break now for an after party, followed by our second episode of The Price of Beauty, DM'd by Hank. And with that, thank you so much to all of our patrons: Sparky, Dosiva, Daniel, Scott, Rio's mom, Alistair, Sean, Rockelman, Mud Shovel, Johnny Mac, and all hail the Kingsport. Good night, everybody.
True.